Hi, it's Queens Talking Reality. I'm Farron. This is,
Elisa.
and
Mhm.
today we are recapping Housewives of Atlanta season 16, episode 9. Peachy
Yes.
Prophecies. Let's get right into it. So this is after the Nashville. What it was? They went to Nashville after Portia's birthday, and Cynthia, as old as she is now, went to sleep early and missed everything that happened at the pool with them and Angela. So Cynthia decided, I didn't really like the scene. I felt like, now here goes Cynthia trying to find out from each individual what happened. I think they could have done away with that scene. Like Cynthia, oh, well, what happened here? Trying to be like the peacemaker, but at the same time trying to figure out what's going on. I think for me, Cynthia needs to go this season.
I don't know. I think it's good for the show because then you kind of get to see, like, not only is she asking, yeah, that part might be a little annoying, but then you get to see how other people are like recapping the night.
I agree, but I just didn't like how it was individual. I guess that's
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this season of Atlanta made me realize how old Cynthia is. I always looked at her as, the glamorous supermodel, young looking for age, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because she's around all these other women. She looks older this season. Is it me? This and
I
she's
think it's the way she's dressing and her wigs. Like, I think they not as hip as they could be. Like, she's seeming like motherly,
very
matronly.
auntie, past auntie, and she's supposed to be dating a younger man. I said, I don't know. She's not giving this season where I could see like, oh, look at Cynthia. She looks better
Yeah.
on Instagram video of Instagram than she does on the show. So she's not really giving that supermodel. Here I am. I could hang with the youngins. So they all were talking about the big topic that's all over social media about Portia's comment. And I have to say, I don't have anyone I like on the show. This season, there's no one I like. I started liking Shamia and waiting to see her scenes. And I'm like, whatever. But I just like the fact that Kelly spoke up with the comment that Portia made about effing Angela's husband.
And I like Angela. You don't like Angela?
I like Angela, but I won't say she's my favorite. I
I
like
think
Angela.
she's my favorite now. Like I like her how she'll quickly like check a bitch and calmly. I'm taking notes about that. Like how to calmly check a bitch. But yeah, we'll get to how she's checking bitches left and right.
She has a lot of emotional intelligence. I'm still trying to figure out her age because supposedly she's supposed to be 43. She looks old to
I
me.
don't believe that. I don't where did that come from? I think did she say she was actually 43?
I don't know, but it was like a rumor on social media that she's 43. The woman look old. She looked like she's about 50.
I think she did say that. I can't remember, but somebody leave it in the comments. I think she did say that she was. I remember seeing it on Andy's show. What's that called? The after show. I remember her saying it. Huh?
She's 43?
I remember saying. I think she was like playing coy about it. I don't know if she said she's actually 43, but I think when he questioned her, I don't even remember because it was like a couple of weeks ago. But I remember her addressing it like as if she could be or she may not be.
I think she's not. It's like a big secret. I even Googled to find out when's her birthday and how old she is. I couldn't find on Google how old she was. Angela Oakley's age. Anybody know? I think she's older because what's the big secret? Everyone there's in their 40s, maybe late 30s. What is it? Why is it such a big secret? But anyway, so moving right along, I like the fact that Kelly stood on business and basically said, behind her confessional, that Portia said what she said. Because when Angela Oakley initially said, I'm like, maybe she didn't say it. But then Kelly in her confession was like, yeah, Portia said before I F her husband. I said, woo, child. So that was what it was going on. It was back and forth. Then they showed Cynthia speaking to Portia about it. And Portia denied, said she didn't say it. She don't remember saying it. She said it. And I think Portia remembers saying it and now trying to act like she didn't remember.
Well, I don't know. She was drinking when you be drinking Hennessy. That's why I stay away from that. Like that will cause you to have some real some crazy behavior, like where and I've seen people drinking Hennessy. So I do believe her, and it seems to be like that's her drink of choice at all times. Like that's all you know about That's all I know about her. What she loves to do, and that's drink Hennessy. Like what her indulgence are like is Hennessy. So I could believe that she doesn't remember saying it, but it is on brand for her.
Not on brand. Supposedly, they said allegedly she stole a Fallon's husband.
Yeah, on brand.
Oh, I thought you said unbrand. Okay, so
No, I said on brand.
oh yeah. So I think with her saying that, that says a lot. Still drunk or not, you like even if I was, I mean, I've never drank. Hey, Drew Process, I heard that she's 43, but she looks older. Also, yeah, she looks older. And I don't. It don't look like she had a lot of plastic surgery on her face. It just looks an older look. It doesn't look like a plastic surgery old. She's
I
old.
don't know. It does to me. It does look like she got a lot of plastic
No,
surgery, Botox, wrestling, or whatever you call other shots. To me, it looks like she got a lot done.
she look old. That's all I can say. She looks about older than me, and I'm 48.
Yeah.
47, about to be 48. But with that being said, I think with Portia, even though you're drunk, you went to effing her husband. That says a lot. Drunk or not, I mean, you could have. Called her Big Bird. You could have talked about her nose looked like Michael Jackson. You could have said all kinds of mess about this woman. But how did you, in your drunken state, think about effing the woman's husband?
I think that's what she does. I think that she's like, she overfeels herself. Like she can take anybody's man, and I think that was a part of that too. Like I don't necessarily think because she's trying to stay away from like that she stole anybody's man. So I think she like she has that power to take anybody's man, and she was just trying to like be funny about it, which is to me, I would not take that as a joke.
So how do you feel Angela handled it? Because she did confront Portia.
Oh, she handled that classy. Because I don't know if I would have like she stopped. It made her like she started to record so she can have proof, and then she immediately said, because I get in those moments too, but I think I would have got caught up like trying to catch her, get her on film. But I like how she stopped and she said, you know what? Let me go downstairs and check bitches. So I like the moment that she caught herself and was like, I don't need to stay up here and be all like, no, I need to check it on site. So I like that she did that. And then when she went down there, Portia got up out of there like real quick, as much as she's such a fighter and called Portia. Like she wasn't, that Portia that she usually is known for. She got up out of there because she probably knew she was dead ass wrong. Exactly. And she didn't say nothing.
That lets me know she knew she said something. Because she didn't deny it. She skirted away, talk about, oh, I don't want to be on camera. You know you said something wrong. She went in, Angela confronted you, and instead of saying, oops, you knew you said something wrong and skirted away, which lets me know she knew exactly what she said.
That's true too, because like I said, I feel like Hennessy can do you dirty, like, and it puts you in all kind of drunken states. But she didn't seem that drunk. Like when Angela did come down, she did not. I didn't see her slurring her speech. I didn't see her wobbling, like, all like, off balance. Like she seemed fine to me. So I believe she knows she said it.
Yo, Sloan, what are you talking about? No, she knows exactly what she said. So DuPont said, I don't believe Portia. Nobody does. Anytime she's wrong, she either runs or plays dumb. Funny, she remembers what everyone said other than herself. Correct.
Yeah.
Or her Big Bird who said this about her outfit. So moving right along, the next thing that they had going on was Kelly throwing a dog party. Not interested.
That was corny.
She has nothing going on. I mean, just that. Her daughter's birthday party, not a dog party.
Wait, speaking of Kelly, did you see her husband, her ex, well, soon to be ex or ex-husband?
No, they always blurry a picture out on the episode where you Googled him.
Yes. Wait, let me see if I can pull that up.
You Googled
my!
I saw a picture. I think he's very heavy set.
Yeah, he just looked like he looks like Carl Winslow, like from Family Matters.
Well, he has money, don't he? I mean, she probably don't care about
Does he? I don't know. What does he do? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I don't understand either, because she claims she walks with a bodyguard all the time because he's kind of sick in the head. Well, if you put on his picture, I gotta Google. I didn't Google it because
let me pull up. Let me see if I can pull this up right now.
And she's little. Looks like she's like 4'11", 5 feet.
Yeah, she is, and so that means that he's little too, because
Oh, he's little.
um he's like looks about like a maybe an inch taller than her. Like,
He's
what is it? Stop Kim.
because she's little.
So I don't. Oh, I don't think I can. I forgot we don't have the
Oh, then I gotta look at it.
we don't have the
Short too?
other version.
He's short too. You see?
He got to be short because they look about in that wedding photo. They look about the same height, or maybe he's an inch or two taller. And if she's 5 feet, he got to be like 5'2".
Okay, so two. Okay, let me not say anything that I wanted to say. Okay, so then let's go. So nothing going on with Kelly. Let me see things. Other possible for fancy thirsty. Okay, so the next Brit and her family, she finally gave a scene. I don't like Brit, but I had to say I was kind of not interested, but it kept me watching
Mm-hmm.
dynamics. So I think her storyline, I think at this point, because she doesn't have any, she really doesn't have any, just talk about how trying to have a baby with her husband. I think she needs to dive a little bit more into showing her family dynamics, her sisters not getting along, her mom. That was the first time I actually felt like, oh, we got to see a glimpse more into her life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that should be her storyline, getting her family back together, her sisters
Yeah.
not liking her. I mean, from what I see, she's the prettiest one out of the three. Maybe there's jealousy there. She seems to be the most successful. The mother seems to favor one than the other. I think her family dynamic should be her storyline.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree.
Because it was pretty interesting, even the way the mother spoke to them. The grandmother was, there. So I think seeing that was like, oh, okay, there's more than her being a dimwit or think I'm pretty and my big teeth and my talk with my nasal. Like, I do not like her at all. You know why I don't like her?
Me neither.
The reason why I don't like her, she comes off as I'm that pretty girl and I should get, treated a certain way. I should be, because I'm so pretty, privileged. And I'm like, you're not that cute. Like, you are pretty, but there are a lot more prettier people than you. And like, there's nothing about her to be like, wow, she's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
You're typical, you could fit in the crowd. Like, there's nothing to me, I don't know, that stands out about her for her to be so self-absorbed and come off a little bit conceited to me. Because she mentions her beauty multiple times.
Dude, what do you think about the husband?
I think he's gay, allegedly. I mean, did you see Tasha Mack? Not Tasha Mack, Tasha. What's her name? Oh my God. The social media.
Wino's, whatever her name is, Wino.
Yes. She had a man there, and it wasn't alleged. He said, not allegedly, that he has sex parties. Did you see this?
I didn't see that episode, but I've heard. But I don't think he doesn't come off gay to me yet. I don't know. I a lot of people say that, but what seems gay? I don't hear him. Like, I don't see, like, is he his mannerisms? It doesn't give me gay vibes.
Well, it gave me gay vibe the first time. There's something very sneaky and unsettling about it. He gives me the creeps a little bit. One, he doesn't seem interested in her.
Yeah, to me, he just seems like,
yeah.
I don't see what she sees, like what made her get in, like, be attracted to him. Like, I don't see his person. I don't see him with, like, sometimes people lack in looks where they can make up in personality. I don't see either or for like him. I don't see either of it. So I don't know what she was attracted to.
I don't know. Maybe he has money. I mean,
it doesn't seem that. I feel like they're fronting for the camera. Like when they went to go see that, like when they were on that car lot, and she was like, "Can you give me?" Like, that just seems to be like a manufactured scene, like it was produced.
She didn't walk out with that car. They didn't show that car in her driveway. And another thing, remember when she picked her leg up? He's like, "Put your leg down." Most women are like, "Yeah, baby," because she's like, "Oh, I want a car where we can have sex in." And she lifted her leg up.
Yeah, but that would be. I don't know if my husband would want me doing that in front of like splits, like, I don't think so.
Yeah, but the way he did it is not like he's like, "Yo, chill, leave that for later," or like he looked more disgusted, like, "Oh, put that leg down." To me, it wasn't.
I don't think about her behavior. Like, why you got your legs up in the air? Put that down. Like, there's a man here.
Yeah, but come back, it's the way he said it was. You could say in a way where you could still, a man could still be turned on by you saying it. And you could be like, yo, put your leg down.
No, you can be turned on, but you can be annoyed. Like some men would be like
Look
embarrassed,
annoying
like
still.
there's another man here. Why are you busting it wide open?
He looks totally disinterested. Every time
Who
I
would
see
be
him,
interested if I'm busting my legs wide open with a car salesman there? I don't think my husband would appreciate that.
yeah, but he already knows the type of wife he's with. He knows she does these. I'm not surprised. I don't think this is the first time she threw her leg up in public. But my whole thing is the way he did it was more out of like God, put that leg down. It wasn't of oh, you are acting inappropriate outside. Like yo, chill. Like yo, he's right here. Like don't show. And she had on pants. Whatever it is, every scene she's overly engaging to him. She's more affectionate to him.
Yeah.
And I believe that he is gay on the DL. And she probably Tasha K said had a man on her show who said he knows for a fact, and he kept saying not alleged, so he didn't care about getting sued or anything else. He said that this man comes to sex parties, and he also admitted he's had him bent over a balcony.
I gotta take Tasha K with a grain of salt. Anything she says, huh?
I believe it. I mean, with all the loose, she was sued by Cardi B one time. I don't think now she's taking a risk. But then again, I don't know.
Yes, she does. Oh, please. She don't give a damn. Like, that's even more of a reason not to give a damn because she ain't never paid Cardi B. So now I'm really going to be showing out because she never gave her money.
Girl, I believe the man that said that he slept with him.
To me, I don't know if he's gay. I don't know what the hell he is. He's just lame and corny to me. I just don't understand what she sees in him, saw in him. Like, to me, it's like, I don't know about his money. To me, I just think they're fronting for the cameras. Like, I don't know if he even has money. I think she's one of those people that's playing it up for the camera to be on the show to maybe try to get more money. But I don't believe they already self-made. I don't believe it. They trying to get made.
Because the way she brags about her looks, or she used to date this person. Back in the day, I was the it girl. I was all in the videos. She would be bragging about her husband having money.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
man, he makes money. Oh, she would brag about his status. She doesn't.
Yeah, they're lying. They're fronting.
She's a real estate, whatever. She's a real estate agent,
an insurance broker or something like that. I know they could make money, but I don't believe the way she lying about everything and exaggerating. I don't believe even she exaggerated that whole Kenya situation. Like I don't like after she exaggerated about and Angela had to check her on that too. I just believe that she is a liar.
So speaking of the Kenyans, because we've been MIA, even though we're on episode 9, sorry to all our fans out there and our watchers. What do you think of the Kenya and Brit situation?
We spoke about that before when it was like brewing, when the rumor mill was like talking about that scene before it even came on. We had talked about this before, but I do feel like Kenya was more in the wrong than Brittany was. Like, I feel like Kenya should have known, but at this point, she's 50 plus years old. Like, she's been doing dumb shit like with Kim Fields. She's done like with Portia. I just think she was out of line a lot of times that put her in a predicament. So I just feel like she's too like much of an OG to be allowing someone to provoke you like that to do something so dumb where you leaving a bag on the table. Like, ain't no way I'm gonna ever let somebody affect my money like that, where I'm going to like make it affect my, like have it affect my business, really showcase it at my opening, my beautiful spa that I'm trying to showcase. Like, I just think she was more in the wrong. Brit, I just think when she's talking about, you know, the guns or whatever, I just feel like that was just like she did look stupid to me when Britt was going through all of that and acting like she about to beat her with whips and stuff like that. To me, it was all talk, and it was kind of like, I don't think that's something. If Kenya felt really threatened, she should have called the cops at that point. Like all the other, you know, in the other housewives situations, they've called the cops and pressed charges. Kenya's done it with Portia. Like, so I don't understand why you wouldn't do it in this situation, but your way to retaliate is to show pictures at your spa that you're opening. That was stupid.
For your daughter. So the thing is, I was disappointed at Kenya in that part. So Jude Prosecute Kenya was definitely wrong. But with Brit's behavior, I don't care. Ah. So I personally think that I was surprised that Kenya walked away. Yeah, there's growth, but I think when I'm just surprised that Kenya, when Brit was going off, she didn't confront her. Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. I was very surprised. She basically ran away. To me, Kenya, when Brit was going off and off and off, her and Portia, I think Shamia, I'm not sure who else was in the car, they left. And I'm like, wait, this is a different Kenya. This is when you should have went toe to toe with this.
No, I think I've seen her do that before with I don't remember, but I know I could tell like I don't know if she did it before, but I know other housewives are known to do that if another newbie is trying to provoke them to get a scene to try to stay. So I am gonna pay them dust. And I know, me being an Aquarius like Kenya, hey girl. I know how she do because I would play it the same way. Like, oh, bitch, you think you're gonna stay on this show and you wanna rumble with me? And I'm gonna pay her dust. You ain't getting nothing from me, and I want you fired because you're not even gonna get a rise out of me. The queen of Atlanta Housewives, the what do they call her? The
HBC.
twirl. Like, you want to get a scene of me, and you want to get all Team Twirl involved in it, where everybody's talking about it online, even though we still are. But I feel like if Kenya would have engaged, it would have been even more. Like, and I'm glad she didn't, because I think Brit is she did try to make more of that scene than what it was really like. She was trying to provoke Kenya, and Kenya got provoked eventually. So it was pointless for her not to react, but then react later. That was dumb.
That's what I'm saying. She should have reacted right then. And then that's when she probably said on camera, look, really? Because again, it's still a workplace. And you're threatening me with a gun. This is where she should have stood her ground and got Brit off the show. That moment right there, I think everyone knew Brit was wrong. So I think once she mentioned again the gun, this is where Kenya should have made that scene bigger than what it was.
But I don't think that was much. Like, to me, I feel like if the situation didn't happen with Kenya, nobody would be talking about that scene with Brit. Like, I don't think no one was talking about it before. Like, we heard about that scene with Kenya showing all of them pictures and things like that. We heard about that way before this season even started. Yes. No one even heard about the scene with her talking about the guns and stuff, like, no one heard about her talking about that because no one cared, only until we saw the scene with Kenya and Team Twirl, and her fans like felt like, she's vindicated now because of the whips and whatever else that Brit was talking about. But I don't think if it didn't happen with Kenya, I don't think we would be talking about the Brit, what she said.
We wouldn't, but I think Kenya needed to put her in her place then and there, so it wouldn't have escalated to whatever amount of days.
No, because look at how she was acting, and Kenya didn't say anything, and look at still how she was acting. I would not look at how Brit was acting, and Kenya didn't even respond that night in the vault or wherever they was at. Like, Kenya didn't respond, so I can't even imagine how much more she would have tried to provoke Kenya had Kenya said something to her. All Kenya said was whatever she said to her at the table. Oh yeah, she called her a peasant. Imagine if she would have said more to her and really disrespected her. So I think Kenya was right, but she should have kept it up. I would have paid her dust all season long just so she don't get a rise out of me to try to substantiate her existence. You're not going to do that with me, the queen.
Well, Kenya, I don't feel bad for her at all. I'm not a huge Kenya fan. So her leaving, hey Jasmine, I thought this was Funky Daniva. No. So for me, it doesn't matter, to be honest, that Kenya's no longer here. I'm just like, whatever, goodbye. I was never a Kenya fan. Bye-bye.
No, I like Kenya because I feel like she brings like something to the show. She does substantiate her existence. She is going to call people out. She's not going to she's not sitting there lying about her life and stuff like that. Like Drew, we'll get into that. Like, I just feel like a lot of them are lying, like Brit is doing right now. Like, are they trying to come up with scenes, make up scenes? Like, I feel like Kenya is, like she says, she is the moment at times. Like, she can create a moment, like, naturally. Like, it doesn't have to be manufactured. So I do believe that she has substantiated her existence on the Housewives.
Yeah. Move her along, but she's gone, and now Brit is still on the show. Hopefully.
Well, I don't think she's gone forever, though.
I think so.
I think she will be back.
You do? Process Britt's attitude is crazy. She popped off several times with Angela. Yeah, that was another thing. What was the issue with her? I'm just trying to figure out what's the issue with her and Angela.
That's what I'm saying. She is trying to provoke people so she can stay on the show. She's doing it just to get scenes. She wants to be shown more. She wants to be invited back next season. She wants to get another contract next season. I just believe that she's just doing too much. And the way she's picking at Angela, Angela really, I mean, Angela's doing a good job with checking her, but the way she's doing it, it's too classy sometimes for me. I mean, like I said, I need to take some notes from Angela and the way she reads the way she reads her, because she's so calm with it. But I just feel like Angela might need to give a little more to really put her in her place and keep her in her place.
Yeah, but I think she did pretty well last night. We'll get into that. So what else happened? We talked about Britt and her sisters. Cynthia again, nothing going on here. So there's this next scene. Let's get into Angela and her husband. That scene. When she told, what do you think of her telling him about, what happened at the trip, and then finally saying what Portia said about him?
And he seemed kind of blah, like, about it. Like, he didn't seem to, like, he didn't give the reaction that she thought he would. Like, to me, he just seemed like, whatever, she can't get me. Like, and I just don't know. Like, men, I don't know. He didn't, and it just seems to be like with the rumor, allegedly he's a cheater. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what to take from how he reacted, because it wasn't enough. It wasn't convincing to me.
I didn't like it. Because she was like, oh, well, you on the Portia train, whatever, because you see, like, in the beginning, he's defending Portia.
Yeah.
Her stating, I don't know if she should have told her husband or not. He's a cheating man. So
yeah,
I should have told him, like, oh, yeah, she said she wanted to F you. I don't know if that was something she should have said to him. That's something he didn't need to know. I didn't like the reaction. He didn't seem convincing enough. I didn't hear what. I want her. She ain't my type.
I know. I think that's what she was trying to get out of him, and it fell flat. Like, I think she did want him to say, like, because I think if you would say it to some man who feel like she's like I don't know what you call, like, the women who's like, irresistible or something like that. I think that's the way Portia was trying to come off. Like, she could get him, and I think she did. Angela did want Charles to say, like, no way, she could never get this. Like, she's a, like, whatever, a tramp, a whore. She's like, he didn't give that.
Type. I like real, like something. So I would have been pissed because especially the cameras are there. He didn't reassure her that, I wouldn't hit that, or there's a possibility that this could happen. That's what I didn't like in that scene. I think that scene, she was looking for reassurance from her husband to be like, what? She said that? Hell no, don't even worry about that. I love you. I would never. She ain't my type. Something. I don't remember him saying much. Just like, really?
That's what I'm saying. It fell flat. Like, it was just it was not convincing at all.
And if he's a constant cheater, now in his head, that just spruced up his ego. Because the fact that she said it, he's thinking, she wants me.
And then he might start trying to act like the Don Juan at like gatherings or something, trying to get her attention or something, or overfeeling himself when she's around. Like, I wouldn't have told a cheating husband that. If I had a cheating husband, I'm not telling him that.
He might find, and let's be honest, Portia's a good-looking woman. 90% of men are gonna be like, wow, she looks good. Let's be honest, she's a good-looking woman.
I think she's a good-looking woman, and it looked like she dating this African who kind of lied to her, swindled her. She has a baby by Dennis. She who else was the other one who was kind of gay, the first husband. So to me, her type, if I was Charles, I'd be like, oh, I could get her with no problem. I could cheat. And then she's like smashing strippers that come over. She seems like easily smashable. So to me, it's like Charles could probably be feeling like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get her. Like, in his mind, it could be like,
you could be by that now. Like, every time you see her, like, yo, I know she wants me. Why? Yeah. I would not. I mean, he would just see the seat on TV. I would not go tell my cheating husband. Especially if she looks good. It's not like Portia looks ugly, and you could be like, well, she said that. He'd be like, ew. He did not say nothing to where I, as a wife, felt like, oh, he don't want her. This would never happen. To me, from his reaction, his ego probably went up, and I think if she did push up on him, he would cheat.
Yeah, he's taking notes. He got the memo that she's into me. And he got swag, Charles.
Yes.
So she's dated unswaggable men. So she's into that lame type. So I'm sure it would be flattering if somebody like Portia, and let's say I was Charles and somebody like Portia was like, saying that they would F me or whatever. Like you said, I think it stroked his ego. And especially with the men that she's dealt with before, who are all lames, including Dennis. Like, I'm sorry. Dennis is funny. I feel like Dennis more so got a personality than any of Portia's men and any of those men. Like how I said with Britt's husband, like he just seemed lame and his personality doesn't make up for his looks. I feel like Dennis makes up for his looks.
Yeah, I like his personality. So with all of that, now when you're in the room, he's checking her out. If you guys are still hanging around each other, maybe he has to give her a hug. I don't know. It just feels, I would not tell my man that.
Because you remember, speaking of which, what pops up into my head, remember with Phaedra and Apollo and Kenya. Kenya was kind of attracted to Apollo.
She was, girl.
Okay, yes, she was. Well, yeah, she was, and she was disrespectful about it. Like she even said it in a couple of her confessionals. Oh, Apollo is fine.
Yes,
and he saw them.
And
he saw that.
But he saw that. He saw she was attractive.
And he was taking notes. He kept the memo.
Yep. So now you told him about Portia. Trust me, he's gonna be looking at her a different way now.
Picking her up, throwing her in pools and stuff.
I don't be surprised if you start following Instagram. Let's look.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she went wrong with that. What else again? Work her magic. Okay, so now Cynthia asked everyone for the Bailey Q. I thought that was kind of cute, the name Bailey Q. For Juneteenth. I mean, Cynthia got nothing going on, so that's what she did.
I mean, but I think from what I see, I don't know if you watch Cynthia and what's the one that was on Beverly Hills? The hell was her name? The Asian lady.
Oh yeah, they have a show. They have a podcast.
Yes, they have a podcast.
On the show, yeah.
I think a lot of those scenes, they kind of like, I think the producers are making them. Like, I'm sure they went to Cynthia and was like, listen, it's your turn. Throw something, like put a gathering at your house so we can bring all the ladies together. I don't think that's Cynthia. I mean, Cynthia did say on that podcast that it's her thing now is to throw like a Bailey Q. But I do feel like she does it because I don't think she's doing it to be interesting on the show. It's the producers who kind of put the bug in her ear and was like, listen, do something. Get the girls together.
On the podcast? Huh? She said that on the podcast?
She didn't say that on this podcast. She said that like, I think it was on with Carlos King. She said like a lot of scenes, they kind of like tell each one of them to like do something to bring the ladies together, like have something at your house or like the doggy party and stuff like that. That's the producers telling them to like, do something to get the ladies together.
Oh, okay. But the dog event, it was just Brittany there anyway. That, I guess, well, anyway. So
yeah.
I definitely would have told my husband see the expression on his face. Not if he's a cheating man.
You already know what time it is. If he's a cheater, you still sticking with him. I wouldn't tell a cheating man that.
Me neither, especially the woman look better than me. Like, let's be honest, Portia looks better than Angela. I mean,
yeah,
it's preference. But to me, generally speaking, most people find Portia more attractive than Angela.
And Portia has like a younger spirit. And older men, even though Charles is older, especially older, like they love like younger women.
Exactly. And Portia has sex appeal, which I don't see it in Angela yet, but Portia has more sex appeal. And she got the body yada yada.
And she's smashable. Like she's easily smashable. She's smashing strippers on having one night stands with strippers and stuff. So she's marrying Africans within a week of knowing them.
Angela, what do you know? You probably see what you think about Portia now.
Yes. I would never tell a cheating man that.
Never. So the next, I mean, he probably would have heard it through social media, but I'll be like, whatever. What else was happening? Okay, so they had a prophet. I don't like that prophet stuff, but whatever.
I do. I love it. I love, especially if I was to have it at a gathering. I love doing that stuff.
No, not that. I'm kind of
I know they say it's like antichrist or something, or like some kind of anti, like
reading me or telling my future, tell me nothing.
why, for religious reasons, or you don't want to know.
When I was young, of course, you know, Z, you do those things. I just feel, I guess, for religious reasons, I just don't want. And I don't know people's spirits and stuff like vibe. I don't want nobody just reading me. As I got
I'm
older,
kind of like curious. Like I wouldn't take any. Like they don't. I've never known any of them to say anything like bad. Like, listen, someone's gonna die or something like that. Like I've never known them to do that. To me, it's like interesting. Like when they tell you stuff and like and it's true. Like to me, I don't know. I've never seen or heard of a bad experience, but like you said, it could be. They could drum up some kind of like I don't know. But to me, it's always like family members or something. Like they'll like channel like family members that passed or something like that, or they'll tell me something about myself. Like that's good. So I've never, even when I was in Bali recently, I saw like when I went to the retreat with I don't know the one that I was like with the waterfalls and stuff like that. They have like 10 things to choose from. And you do that. Like I did the retreat. And then the other thing I really wasn't into, like, I didn't want to do like a scream. I didn't want to do the other stuff. So I did pick seeing the Buddhist that tells just that's and it was interesting. Like she was saying a lot of stuff that was true. Some of the stuff was kind of general, but it was interesting. It's something to just, kill time.
I haven't done it. The next thing. Okay, so now the ladies come in. The prophet went and told everybody about themselves, whatever. Put no one dressed.
But did you see? Well, I don't know if you saw the one. I don't know if they saw. I watched the after show, and Shamia was talking about how the prophet said to her that she gonna have financial troubles.
Oh, I didn't watch the after show. Really?
Yeah. So she was saying that she went home and she started questioning like her husband and the financial advisors, and they was like, she said, nope, everything is good, everything is up to par.
Doesn't mean now just because they said they're having financial
I
trouble.
know
with Kyle, Maurice, whatever her name is.
Everybody be lying. These husbands be lying about like where they getting their money or like how they maintaining their lifestyle. The wives don't hardly know.
In Beverly Hills, they had a prophet or whatever you want to call a psychic. And you don't remember Beverly Hills? And they told Kyle that he's not
you're
not gonna be together. That was one. I remember one they had in Atlanta Housewives when he told Candy, you're with the person you're gonna be with. That's
what I'm saying. Some of these prophets be on point and in a good way, like but Kyle's it wasn't, but it was like kind of like putting her on notice.
And then Sheree, you'll never get married again.
I know.
So sometimes they tell you stuff that's sad. So
now it is, yeah.
Brittany and Angela go back and forth with each other, which I'm still trying to figure out what is their issue.
That's what I'm saying. Bridget seems to be trying to get a scene. Like she's like, oh yeah, like it's almost like she was trying to provoke Angela about what the psychic said. Like the psychic said something about her marriage, or it said something like maybe she's not putting out or something like that. I forgot. What did the medium say?
I can't remember what the medium said,
but it was something in regards to her marriage.
Exactly.
But it was nothing like really that bad. But it seemed like the way Brett was saying it, like, oh, you need to be doing more in the bedroom for your man. But it was like she kind of put a spin on it to me. Like it wasn't that bad what the media said. And anyway, why are you singling out Angela? It's like she's just trying so bad to get a scene. But I love, and Angela is just so calm with her reads. I love it.
Yeah, she said your mouth has mileage. That's when it has stretch marks. She went on and they went back and forth.
And then she said you're a whore. I loved it. I love the way she was just so mellow with it.
And my reaction, and she even so whore. She said whore, but the thing that made me laugh was Portia, not a whore. That would make me start laughing because I had to rewind it. I was like, she said, so she's right. I mean, let me not say she's right, but Brit at this point, if somebody's calling you a whore, I mean, from what she was doing in her younger years, like the webcams when people see her doing all this, that is somewhat whorish behavior to me.
And yes, and it's something that's a soft spot for Brett. So I absolutely, first of all, I would have went even harder. Like I feel like Angela played it like she did give her a real like swift, calm read, but I probably would have, because it seemed like that's a soft spot, and especially that Kenya showcased it, and she supposedly was almost fired at a job and all this other stuff. I would absolutely go in hard on them pictures that they showed. Like,
Exactly.
girl, like you got mileage on your mouth. You out here sucking dick since you was a teen up until now. Who knows
Yeah,
what
we
you
got
got?
even pictures of it.
Yeah, you
So
got herpes too. I would have went in.
was Angela there when they sold the picture? Was she at Kenya's event?
I don't think she was there, but I mean, does it matter? Like, she knows what happened. I would have played into that so hard. I would have called her all kind of more whores than she could even imagine. I would have went in on her. I probably would have gave her the scene that she wanted.
Yeah, so I would
Because
have.
I wouldn't be so calm about it. I'm not, like I said, I need to take notes about that, but I'm not calm with that, with like Angela was, and I applaud her.
So then they have Angela, and they had Angela. I think and was it? I think Angela and Shamia. Yeah, Shamia and Angela in the room. Cynthia decided to be peacemaker, which I didn't know they still had beef. But when she brought in the room, Angela was upset with Shamia because again with the pool scene, she heard Shamia talk about how her husband cheated and there's alleged baby. So she basically was telling Shamia, as a wife, you're saying these things and you didn't hold Portia accountable because you were there when Portia said what she said about my husband. And Shamia's like, this is not my fight. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. This is between you and I and what I basically said, and I'll apologize, which I don't feel like it was really a sincere apology because in her confessional, it kind of made me feel like Shamia was insincere about the apology. But
what apology? What did she exactly apologize for? For laughing? Like, what was her apology about?
Apologize for what she said because Shamia also was saying things about Angela, about
Yeah.
Charles. She was saying, "Oh, he has you heard he has allegedly a baby. He cheats on her." Shamia was saying these things, so Angela heard. So they kind of reconciled whatever little beef they had. So she was like, "Oh, I heard all the stuff you're saying about me. I feel a type of way, and I'm also feeling a type of way because your friend Portia said this about my husband." And you didn't check her being a wife. Being a wife, you have your friend talk about sleeping with a married man. Like, Shamia's like, look, this ain't got nothing to do. This is between you and I. This has nothing to do with Portia. And I'm not going to get involved of the beef between you and Portia because that's between you and Portia. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of like on Shamia's side because if that was my friend, my good friend, and she said that to someone that I'm okay with, an associate or co-worker, I'd probably be behind the scene like, girl, you know what you said? You should have said that. But I probably would not check her in front of anybody. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what Shamia, because she said it. I'm not saying what Portia said is right. I'm not saying I agree with what she said, but this ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, I'm absolutely going to say something. No, I feel like Shamia turned me off. Huh?
Right then and there, you would have said something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, bitch, what the F you say? I'm not gonna say it like that, but I'm not gonna be. I just feel like even in the after show, Shamia turned me off. Like I don't
watch it.
Yeah, but it's sort of like it's the same thing what you're saying here. Like, because I don't even think I saw that part. I might have fell asleep during that scene when they were talking. But what you're saying that happened in that scene is exactly what she was saying in the after show, and it was just excuse after excuse as to why she didn't hold Portia accountable. And it was just, to me, it was a lot of excuses. And I don't feel like you need to really go in hard on your friend. But first of all, you're on a show. You're getting paid on a show. It doesn't have to be necessarily where I'm like really going in on you, but you could say she didn't have to start laughing. You still could hold yourself accountable even afterwards. It would have been okay to say my bad. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have been laughing because I am married too. Like it's not like, I just feel like Shamia is so far up Portia's ass. Like she doesn't even, she's so like scared to really like get on, ruffle Portia's feathers, is that she doesn't see how she's coming off like she's just sucking Portia's ass. Like, just relax. Like, you can still hold her accountable and say, like, you don't have to laugh. You don't have to burst out laughing. You don't have to, partake in it and think it's like funny. Or you could have said sorry to Angela to just shut it down.
So, do you think Shamia is just a very good loyal friend, or you think she's up Portia's ass?
No, she's up Portia's ass, and I feel like she doesn't like she's a doormat for Portia. Like, I just feel like even some of the interviews that I've seen her give with, like, on Candy's show and on other shows, and they ask her about it, and her excuse is always like, well, the way my mom raised me, I have to, I'm such a great loyal person. I'm so loyal. But you can't be loyal to a fault where people are, of course, I'm loyal too. I'm a loyal friend, but I'm always going to stick up for myself. I'm always going to be an advocate for myself. Like, I'm never going to let somebody take advantage of me. I'm going to have a brain and have some sense when it comes to my friendship, and I'm gonna value myself and not allow somebody to keep taking advantage. Like, come on, Portia didn't show up to her wedding. She wasn't a bridesmaid. She done, like, paid her dust so many times. And all Shamia, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Like, and like, even when her song came out, like, Portia's not even playing it. She ain't going hard for you.
Promoting it, trying to do a TikTok with it.
Yeah, it's so much that Portia is doing that, and Shamia is just turning a blind eye to everything and still, like, being a cheerleader for Portia when Portia's not the same. Like, come on, if you're not even gonna, if you're so loyal, be loyal to yourself. Like, if you being more loyal to your friend than she is to you. Like, I just don't like Shamia about, like, in this whole situation. She turned me off. I'm not a Shamia fan, and it just gives, like, pick me type vibes that Shamia's on when it comes to Portia.
She comes to me like she's a little scared of Portia.
Yeah.
A friend. No, I'm scared of her. I don't want to get her mad.
Yeah.
I don't want her not be my friend. I don't want her not to talk to me. She comes off as Portia's the pop. Okay, so it's about status. Either way, as we all can see, Shamia is the richest from that whole damn group, from what I can see. I mean, I don't know about Oakley and Charles Oakley, but Shamia got the money. You would think she would be what they call the lapdog of Portia, but Portia is the face, the name, the brand of Atlanta Housewives. She's also more well known than Shamia. So Shamia to me comes off as an ass kisser, a fan. I need to be friends with her. Whatever it is, I feel like Shamia is very fearful of Portia getting mad at her for some reason.
Yeah, I see the same thing. Like, I just seem like she's so scared to ruffle her feathers in any kind of way. Like, she treads so light when it comes to Portia. But it's like, it's nothing wrong. Like what you said, like, you want to check your friend. Like, to me, it's not, if I'm on a show, like, say me and you are on a show, I'm not going to be, like, trying to embarrass you or anything, but I still am going to say stuff like how Cynthia did with Kenya. Like, I would have did something like, girl, I think you better than that. Don't do that. Like, don't say that. You know what they already talking about you now? Like, they already saying, like, crazy stuff about you and, Simon. Like, don't say that, girl. Like, I would have said something to show that I'm not,
Yes.
Yeah, like, I'm not down with that. Like, I would have said something, and you're on a show, like, show something, like, give us something besides, like, kissing her ass.
That's true. I mean, I don't know if Shamia was laughing when Portia said it, but apparently she was.
She did. She said in the after show.
Oh, she said she was laughing. Well,
yeah, she said she was basically giving excuses, and she was saying, like, why is it that Angela forgave Portia, who basically wanted to sleep with your husband and said he'll take your husband? Why you forgave her, but now you don't want to forgive me?
Well, that is true. I thought Angela would not speak to Portia. If somebody said it to her, I never talk to them.
But at least Portia apologized. Portia held herself accountable. I feel like she said, yeah, I didn't remember. Maybe she did. We don't really know. She said she was drinking. She didn't, and she said sorry at that. She said, if I offended you, I'm sorry. So it's like, kind of like, what do you say if it wasn't like she was showering her with sorries or whatever, but she did say sorry. But with Shamia, like,
Shamia apologized to her.
I said,
she apologized. She said, look, if I said anything.
Shamia said this or Portia?
Shamia apologized, but not because of the Portia thing. She apologized for what she was saying about Charles. So Shamia did apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, I still wouldn't. Yeah, I would still be offended if I was Angela too. I would say something like, wouldn't check for her after that. Like, you apologize for what you said, but really, what's wrong is wrong. And I I hate when people do that. Like, even though you're friends, I know you want to be loyal to your friend, but you can still call out what's wrong. You don't have to be always so much up somebody's ass that you can't even say, like, you wrong. Like, don't do that. Like, come on, like, the camera's on. People already got these bad things they saying about you with Simon, and you already got a bad rap. So I would have said something like, oh, she could have held herself accountable in some kind of way by saying, like, you right, I probably shouldn't have like been laughing so hard. And that would have been it. But she's so far up Portia's ass. She's so scared for it to even come off that she's like not 100% on Portia's side. I think that's much though what she's afraid of, rather than Angela, and feeling like Angela is wrong or right. She just does not want to go against Portia in any kind of way,
or say something that Portia's gonna look at like, oh, you said that. So that was basically it. I mean, after that, this episode was okay. I mean, this whole season so far is like,
and like Due Process just said, Portia still hasn't apologized for sleeping with that lady's husband.
She ain't gonna sleep.
Exactly. And that's the truth. Like, they just, and Shamia just agreeing with it. Listen, at the end of the day, Shamia is married, and sometimes you speak about stuff and you think shit is funny, and that karma will show you what time it is. You think things are funny. Let's see if this is funny, if it happens to you later on in the future. So to me, just that alone, as to being a married person and valuing my marriage, that alone would have me apologizing so I can make it right. Make it right with God, make it right with like you, because I don't want that to come back to me. I want you to forgive me. I want God to forgive me because I was wrong and I don't want it to come back.
I see what you're saying. Speaking from a person's married perspective. I'm not married. Maybe I'll take it differently. But like you said, being married, you would probably be more offended by that statement because you are a married woman. And that lets me think, like everyone's like, look, they need you, Portia. I mean, Shamia better watch out for her husband.
Exactly.
Portia.
And you know how these fans are too? And they see that he got all that money. They probably all up in his DMs. Or they, when they see him,
him different. Portia, I wouldn't trust her ass either.
Exactly. Especially if that's maybe why she's trying to stay on Portia's good side and being a doormat for Portia. She don't want Portia checking for her husband sooner or later.
That could be it too. You never know. But that was it. I mean, anything else? I think that was it for this episode. There's nothing else that seemed.
But we didn't talk about Drew. We didn't hit on no topics with Drew.
What about Drew? They like, hold on with you.
No, Drew, she getting a divorce. Like, what's his name? She didn't want the paper. She didn't want nothing revealed in the paper. She wanted them sealed. Ralph won. He got them unsealed. But I want to know, where are the unsealed documents that she wanted hidden so bad? What's in these documents that she wanted sealed?
Supposedly, what was in the documents about all his cheating escapades. Who cares?
Exactly.
And talk about her that she don't want out. It seemed to me the way she was crying and all that stuff. If my kids at this point, if your father was a cheater and did all this stuff, I would be honest with my kids. I would not care if those documents were let alone to the world.
Yeah.
The way she was crying, it seemed like she had something she didn't want us to know.
But maybe she was ignoring his, because some of these women want to act like all oblivious to these men. Like Kyle on Beverly Hills, like I believe a lot of them know that their husbands are cheating, and they just turned a blind eye. I'm sure Drew caught him a few times and she ignored it, and maybe she don't want people to know that
he cheated on her,
that he is a habitual cheater. Like, and then you turn the blind eye and you sticking with him, that shows that you got some insecurities and major issues. I know I had a friend like that too. I remember when I went over to her house before, and my boyfriend at the time was like talking to her, and like she started like revealing how much like she caught her man in the bed, and that's one of my best friends. And I'm like, she never told me that she walked in. I know a man was a cheater, but I didn't know she caught a woman in the bedroom with him.
Wow.
So it's like, to me, that's overly cheating. Like, that is just OD cheating, where you still stuck with him years later. Like, eventually she broke up with him, but during that time you caught him in the bed and you were still with him having babies. So that's embarrassing in itself. So I'm just wondering, is that why Drew wanted it so she wanted it sealed so bad? Like, because then you start looking like an idiot.
Correct, because remember the time when he said he went away somewhere, and that's like when the first
yeah, she might have known what he was doing. He might have been with the other woman and she knew it all along.
She knew it, yeah. Now you're right. Maybe it's multiple sex escapades. And it's probably like, oh my God, I want people to know he cheated me 10 times.
Yeah, Kyle definitely knew Maurice was cheating a lot of those times. And she wanted to play like we got a happy marriage, we got kids, we got the American dream going on. And meanwhile, you got a cheating husband that has never probably stayed faithful the whole 30 years or however they was long as they was married.
I agree. So same situation with you. So I think maybe you're right. Maybe that is one of the reasons she wants.
And what about did we talk about the Drew and
Dennis?
Portia, yeah.
Then this whole thing. I mean, I agree with why Portia feels the way she feels, but I think now she's dragging it. I mean, after episode 1, 2, and 3, this should be done.
I'm just surprised. No, I don't feel her in that situation. I just can't believe Dennis. No, Drew is not I mean, listen, they had business together. Go Naked here. She was the ambassador for it, but Dennis. Like, you got married on this man, had a whole show about your next man that you met within a month and got married to him, was trying to create a show. You wanted to bring him on Housewives. And now you worried about what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with, and you don't want me on camera when you was going to have your new husband with my child on camera, and you trying to check me now? Oh no. I feel like they're ignoring like this big blatant like picture here. Where how dare Portia even expect that?
But no, because this is Portia's job. This is Portia's show. Why are you coming in here to fill with Drew? My hello, if one scenes fill me, I would feel this type of way. You gotta
no, but she had a whole husband. Why would you feel that type of way when you had a whole husband that you were going to film with?
My show. I think that's what Portia feel. You're coming into my territory, and I think behind her back, those scenes that's being shot, maybe he's probably talking negatively about her to Drew.
I don't care. Who cares? First of all, it's her. She doesn't own Bravo. If they want me on the show, oh well. Like she was on the show through Fallon. Like, I mean, not through Fallon. I'm saying she bringing Simon on. She met Simon through Fallon. Like, so listen. If Dennis gets on the show through other avenues without Portia, oh well. He's doing music now. He's doing music. You got a business. Y'all got a child together. Let's get this money and stay out of my business. I'm getting this money not just for me, but for our child. I would check her so bad.
They're not paying Dennis to shoot the scenes, I don't think, are they?
It doesn't, but it's still promotion for his music business, for his truck business, for his hot dogs. I'll be coming on there with hot dog shirts, eating hot dogs. I would be coming in.
He's not doing that. He's with Drew. They only had one scene with Drew in there.
Okay, but I'm saying these are things I would say if Portia did try to call herself checking me. Lady, this is business, and this is about my business. This is about my money. I don't know. Maybe he's not going to put on a dog. He's not going to put on a hot dog shirt or whatever. But listen, who knows what in the future? This is now he's focusing on Drew's music, that type of business. It's still money. It's still money that is. He's trying to get these streams of income. He's focusing on one stream now. The next stream might be hot dogs. It might be another stream of income. But whatever it is, he has free promotion at his fingertips. And you think I'm not going to take this because you got some ego issues?
Yeah, but I don't think he presented it to Portia in that manner.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's playing coy to Portia. Like, oh, okay. Like, when she said this stuff, he should have checked her on site. Like, how dare you? Think like no, I am, and then he's supposedly promised her. Like, she was surprised. I'm just saying, I just don't think she would have a leg to stand on because she should have been checked from the gate.
He didn't check her, so she
exactly
in a sneaky way. I think if she mentioned it like how you did, it would be a little bit more. I think she would be more understandable. Like, look, I need to be on the show. I need to promote my businesses. Well, he's not promoting any businesses. He was on your. I remember
he's promoting Drew's business. This is about business. This is his business. It's music business.
Yeah. Drew process said Portia's just she made Dennis film with her. I agree. Mind you, too, he never helped Portia with her singing career.
But she never like, they probably didn't take him seriously, whatever the case may be. Maybe now I think her album, it does sound like listenable. Like it does sound like it could be good. I didn't listen to her whole album, if it is a whole album or EP, but it they got something, like I think they got something worth something, like something of value that he is promoting. He did promote, like he does have something that sounds good. So he's on there for that reason, for his music business. He's trying to be a music mogul or whatever he's doing. Whatever it is, it's creating money. So when I'm creating money and I'm getting, and Bravo is trying to showcase me on the show and me creating music and where I'm trying to have a stream of income and I have an artist, nah, everybody got to like settle down. I'm getting this money. I'm getting this scene.
But he said he's not longer, well, this episode, he said he's no longer working with you.
Yeah, I wanted more from that. I guess we'll find out in the next episodes, but I did want to find out, like, why are you not working with her? To me, the music sounds, huh?
I said all of this and now you're not working with her. I was like, what was the point of all those scenes?
I know, I was disappointed in that. I wanted it to go further. Like, I wanted him to really put his foot down.
Yeah, maybe see you performing. That's another thing. Where is she performing? What's going on with the album? So Drew, well, now she has Dennis filming cooking Simon's house on the show on her podcast.
I saw that. I didn't watch the episode, but I did see like a preview of it.
They still have chemistry, I think. I think they could probably still hook up. I think her and Dennis still have some kind of chemistry. To me,
I think Dennis is so cool. Like, I think that's why she's kind of like trying to control the his scenes and stuff like that. I think he just has such a good personality to me. Like, he seems to be easygoing and not feeding into her like obnoxious behavior. So I do think that's what he gives. I don't know about chemistry. I just think he has such a cool personality. He's not really taking her seriously.
I think out of all the men, he was the best fit for Portia. Like, personality wise, I feel like they fit their energy. They look like they have some sort of friendship. I think he was a good fit. I mean, he was a cheater, obviously, but I feel like,
I think that's the main reason. I think he's never going to settle down with like one woman. It just seems like he likes to like he wants to live his best life, and his best life is not being married. And Portia's not trying to be with a man that's cheating. So I just think that's what's keeping them apart.
his cheating ways. I mean, did you miss anybody else to recap on? I think we talked about everybody else.
Yeah, no, everything. That's all we have to say. But leave your comments down below. Yeah. Tell me what y'all think about all of the housewives that, in this latest episode. What do you think about Dennis, Portia, and Drew in that situation? And Britt, how she's reacting. Her husband, is he gay?
Yes.
I don't get gay vibes. I get weird, lame vibes.
I get that and gay. Yeah, just let us know. Comment below. We'll comment back. Please continue to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and join us next time so we could talk about the next episode.
Yes. Ciao.